quote some guy off the internet, Appare-Ranman is cooler than whatever anime you're watching, as its wacky races in the Wild West but includes samurai, kung fu, and all flavors of cowboy. And yes, there is a JoJo reference to be found, but the main thing we are looking for is whether or not cool means good. Appare-Ranman is about the titular Appare, an inventor from Japan who, while socially awkward, is extremely intelligent, as he's working to optimize his ship's steam engine. But since his social failings piss off a local rich guy, they want him arrested, so Kosume, a local sword instructor / samurai, is hired to be his retainer, so he doesn't make it any worse. Cue one chase scene that leads to Appare and Kosume getting launched into the middle of the ocean on Appare's ship. They get saved by a passing ship and end up in Los Angeles with no way home. So Appare decides, hey, there's a big old race happening and I want to improve my engine, so I might as well retool my ship into a car and win the whole thing. Cue meeting all the wacky racers, which include a European car company heir and his lovely retainer, a kung fu action girl hoping to prove that she has the chops to be a top racer, 3 former bandits that include All Business, Here's My Mixtape, and Big Boys and Pals, throw one native boy looking for revenge to Appare's team, and we got the full cast. The cast is absolutely wonderful, and while I could see Appare and Hototo, the native child, being a bit grating to some, this is part of their character arc as they grow as people. And there are some good developments here that make up for that annoyance. As for the rest of the cast, they're fun, I enjoy their little interactions, and the bandits are quite fun. Dylan tries to play it all business, but the cast is great at breaking that facade, and point out that he's way too serious. TJ carries around a gramophone around to play his theme, and if that doesn't do anything for you, I don't know what will. And Gil and Palace help fill out the Dick Dasherly role pretty well, until we get to the biggest of bad guys, and that will force all the wacky racers to team up so they can finish the big race. But here's one detail that needs to be known. If you're looking for the next big racing series, this may not be what you're looking for. There are some details to explain how they're gaining the speeds they are getting, and how they are overcoming the obstacles on the course, but it's not the main focus of the series. It's mainly on the character interactions and overcoming the eventual big bad. But I do think that they handle the races actually pretty well, as all the characters have different techniques to get the win. Appare's car isn't the fastest, he has a big boost for the necessary moments to pass his competitors, and he has the brains to find shortcuts to keep up. Leon has the fastest car, but he isn't the biggest risk taker as he's the heir to a company, so he needs to think about that. TJ and Dylan's cars aren't as fast as Leon's, but they're willing to take risks that he wouldn't. Shylon probably has the best raw skills, meaning she can use her technical skills to pass the competition, and Gil has a big old monster truck with an iron spiked ram on the front, meaning he's basically an unstoppable force that can go anywhere. But at the end of the day, this series is looking to give us a good time. With samurais versus cowboys, fun interaction between the cast, and one giant high-speed final obstacle for our heroes to overcome. Other than that, the only real weakness of the series is that a lot of the story points are kind of obvious, and plot armor is always at the ready. While it's a shame that there is little tension, and the one time it was present dissipated real quick once the character growth was done, but that does let them focus on the stronger points of the series, and that is its characters. While the story points are nothing new, the characters involved in the plot are fun and unique, and I enjoy watching their hijinks as they promise to bring some new flair that the story will not. On the technical side, the series looks good and the races and fights are well animated, and our colors are as vibrant as our protagonist's outfit. The music works very well, using a lot of non-traditional music for its backing tracks, ranging from TJ's funky theme to a more traditional Japanese tracks for Kosume, and that gives the series a lot of uniqueness and makes the series very hard to forget. So if you're looking for something unique, fun, or maybe even wacky, Appare-Ranman is for you, but those looking for something serious, more historically accurate, or have little patience for socially awkward characters, this series may not be your cup of tea. But I enjoyed my time here, and I would recommend the series, as it's a fun time, and because it also has one of my favorite intros of the year. It's just so good.